these things. So that's where my amped up energy goes towards, man. But when it comes to Wildin' Out, I already know. I'm like, man, they want it better than I know they want it better than me, and I don't want it as bad as they do, and so I'm not going to do well on the show. So that's why I haven't done. That's probably why I'm not going to do it.
Hey, man, listen, it's TV every day, and I need to be on TV every day. And they play the reruns over and over and over again. Here with a white girl just hit me up in my DM and said, I seen you on TV last night, and I know you coming to do the 16th season a while and out, and I love to go hiking with you and whatnot. So white girls is asking me out, trying to get me to go hiking with them and everything. So I'm excited, you know. I'm excited. White girls hiking.
Tell her right after y'all get done hiking, you go break off some dick.
You hear me? I'm going to hike off that ass. Yeah.
You got to hike off in that ass.
You got to hike. You already said hike?
You got to hike. Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is what I want to ask you. I want to know, what were you doing prior to This Is 50? Meaning, and I that's when I cut off the interview, because I didn't want to hear your answer to this. I heard a little bit how you got This Is 50, which I want to get into. But I want to know, like, were you unemployed? Were you working odd jobs? Like, what exactly were you doing? Not for real. Like, I mean, shit. I was working odd jobs and fucking doing, McDonald's commercials before rush hour. So what were you doing? I know, right? I know. Shout out to McDonald's. It definitely paid for my rent for the year.
You shut your rich ass up, Justin. The fuck out of here, man. That's an odd job doing McDonald's commercials.
It wasn't consistent.
Go break the day. Okay, yes, you did. But anyway, I was living with Lil Duval before I moved to New York and everything. I was just a struggling comedian. I was a sidekick.
How'd y'all meet, you and Lil Duval?
Oh, we met at a comedy club one night, Uptown Comedy Club. It was just before I had got booed one night.
Mm-hmm. That happens at Uptown. Let me tell you something. Yeah. If you ain't got booed at Uptown, nigga, you ain't no comedian.
Yeah, 100%.
Or you're not a good comedian. That's what some of the other comedians would say. No, you just ain't a good comedian. But I mean, anyways, I'm letting you finish. My bad.
Just before I went on stage, I went to go say what's up to him and shake his hand, and he gave me his pinky to shake, and I shook his pinky too. Because I'm really humble. And I went on stage.
And/or he's very disrespectful, one or the other.
Very disrespectful.
Yeah.
They introduced me as Honey Bun. They was booing me before I even got to the stage. I didn't know who they was booing until I got halfway there. And
Hey man, with a name like Honey Bun, you deserve to get booed. But I would have joined in, and I would have shook my keys, because that's some shit we do in Atlanta. All right, go ahead.
It was Honey Bun with a Z though. It was the Z make it masculine.
Nowadays the Z make you non-binary. You can be male, you are them they, nigga.
Yeah, 100%. It make it a little androgynous.
Right.
Yeah. And so I had my shirt unbuttoned too, because I thought I was fine as hell too, showing my abs and whatnot. It was every drug dealer, rapper, stripper, all inside the club that night. And I'm talking about Jeezy, T.I., Lil Jon, all kind of motherfuckers, Ludacris, all like the most famous strippers and shit. And they was booing the fuck out of me. And they booed my hairline back. And I was cussing them out. I was picking fights and all kind of shit. I got off stage. Lil Duval came up to me and said, "Hey man, I'll give you $2,000. Let me put that on my DVD and whatnot." And then I was like, "What? $2,000 to put that shit on your nigga? Let's do that shit." And that was the start of our friendship. He also found out that me and my friends, we was the only skit niggas in Atlanta at the time, and he hired us to do his whole DVD, to do the DVD and shit, which is called That Boy Funny. We did the sketches on his on DVD. I think I was 20 years old, 19 or 20 at the time, and he basically told me, this was a day before my birthday. We were sitting down after we had just wrapped the whole DVD, And we was sitting at the table, and he said, "Hey man, you're gonna be a tough act to follow once you find yourself." And I never forgot that. But we had been friends ever since and whatnot. And he had took me on tour, and yeah, we had been inseparable, man. And he taught me how to be. He taught me how to be a comedian. Jack Thriller. 10 years later, Jack Thriller is making. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I got a Lil Duval story. Yeah, first of all, people think we the same nigga. You know, when I'm around the airport, sometimes somebody be like, "Hey, Duval," I'm like, "No, I'm the lesser successful one." So he was, I think, Affion Crockett. It's when Duval was coming out to LA. I think he was trying to get his career popping in LA at one point. And Affion Crockett was supposed to host a show for him at the Laugh Factory, but Affion couldn't do it for whatever reason. And so Affion hit me up because I think I was just about to start going on the road with Affion. Like, so this might have been like 2014, 2013 or something. And so Affion hit me up and was like, "Yo, do you want to host this show for Duval?" Because he's doing like an industry showcase show at the Laugh Factory. So I was like, "Cool, bet." So I go there, I go upstairs, and I started talking to Duval, and I think he thought I was like part of the wait staff. So I don't know what the fuck this nigga thought. I was like, "Hey, I'm actually the host of the show." He's like, "Oh, all right." And so I went up and I hosted the show for him. Show did good. Then I brought him up, nothing but respect. And then he went up and, you know, did his thing, had a good set. And then he was like, "All right, y'all give it back up to the host or whoever the fuck, you know, who this nigga is." And, you know, said whatever. I wasn't tripping because I had a good set. You know what I'm saying? So I went up and I was like, I'm fucking Justin motherfucking Hines, in case anybody in the audience don't know. So it was all good. I was like, whatever. And then I seen him again at the Super Bowl. Cedric the Entertainer had a Super Bowl comedy show about 2 years. It was like right before the pandemic. So it was like, I want to say it's 2 years ago. Might have been last year. I don't know. Went there, seen him, dapped him up. You know what I'm saying? "What's up, Duval? Hey, what's up, brother?" I was like, "All right."
No, I ain't no Jay-Z, but you still get a J. Shooting at niggas like that nigga Clay. Invested in myself and doubled up my pay.